everybody else has food. So yeah, the lazy distribution mod. I could go, let's do that. I saw it on someone was doing a thing, good mods. So it's a placeable over the top of the spawn point. And so as goat milk and sheep wool spawn, they disappear into a holding area, and then I can just use the normal distribution orders for, do I want to sell it, do I want to store it, or do I want to do whatever else with it. Same thing here for eggs, except this is bugged out. I can't move this. Oh, I can move that, and then it disappears. Well, okay. Hey, I actually got it to move. I think it has, and then it comes back. I think it has something to do with eggs here. So this is counted as occupied. This is a big drop area. I can't make that any bigger, so I get a pallet of eggs there all the time. Let's feed the dog. Did we just feed the dog snow? Yeah, I guess we did. Where is the dog? The dog goes wandering for miles. Oh, there he is. Squeak! Okay then. Right, so that is the end of February 2. We'll go February 3. And we'll only sleep till 8 o'clock because it's the lazy distribution mod. And you can use it to feed cows, pigs, whatever, but you need to pre-mix their food. It has a couple, actually, you know what? Let's check what's new here first. A Lemkin 8.4 metre shallow cultivator. A McCormick. Oh, the big giant straw harvest Primos 5000. Nice. Okay, so what you get, construction. In sheds, you get nothing. In silos, you get a lazy straw silo, which will distribute to animal pens, a animal feed silo, which is a little thing like that. 500,000 capacity. There's another one which is bigger, 2 million litre capacity. Then there's a wood plank tree thing. Is there anything else there? No. Then we go to silo extensions. There's nothing there. Constructables? No. Containers? Yes. So there's the distribution mod buy station and pallet spawner. So this is what I'm using. You've got obviously bees, chickens, sheep and goats there. Tools, there's nothing, and farmhouses, there's nothing. Oh, there are things on the animals. So if we go to animals, cows, there's a water distributor, there's a silage distribution, there's feed distribution and milk, manure, slurry, and buffalo milk distribution. Nothing on horses. Nothing. Oh, pig food. But you have to, you have to have the stuff available. That would be goat milk, sheep wool, or both. And chickens, you have eggs and wheat. And then, so the silos, you put up the silos, you can put food in the silos, and the silos will distribute to the wheat feed thing. I'm not doing that because it can get, if you've got a wheat spawn point. Okay, if I go, whoa, jump. So like I've got the one for the eggs here, I could put one here for the food. And the problem is if I put one there for the food and I buy the flour mill, it will distribute equally between here and the flour mill from my grain storage. Not this grain storage, the grain storage that's in the easy distribution or lazy distribution mod. Lazy distribution mod. So kind of, oh look, the snow's gone. Okay, let's get big tractor and go. Question is, I just bought a thing and I don't know what the horsepower on it is. So not that, we know that's horrible. It's this one. Doesn't have a, okay. That will be the phone, excuse me. Missed call, not to worry. Okay, so I need a good sized tractor. I'm going to use the John Deere. We haven't used that today. As I said, might get rid of the farm oil, but I do want a small tractor with a 3-point on the front. Could get a 6R. I do like the farm. The farm oil's a nice little tractor, but we need something. I mean, it's got to the point where the only thing I can use on it is the topper for the sugar beets and nothing else. Not even sure the weeder will work on it. The white will pull the sugar beet harvester, at least until I decide, you know what, it's probably a really good time to replace that with a self-propelled model. I'm having issues with this hitching thing. There we go. Right, we hitch that up. Oh, okay. We will go and cheat. So I have. And this is about 20,000 litres, so it's going to take us a little while to fill it up. I could use the JCB, of course. So, yeah. Oh, now, the auto is good enough. I think auto is good enough. But also the sprayer, I need a front 3-point because I've got the active crop detector. And so that sits on the 3-point at the front of any tractor. The problem is most American tractors don't have 3-point hitches on the front. The funny thing is all the tractors that this farm came with do. So this was the first one. We also got the Puma came with the farm, and there was an old style, I think it was mid-size. Maybe it was a small size. This thing, I think the 3650. And that I had problem. I had a load of problems with this tractor. It was my front loader tractor. Now, one of the things I do like about John Deere front loader tractors is they are quite heavy, so they balance well. But it would lock in reverse, and I would park it against the wall, and then I wouldn't be able to use it. Or I would reverse it up against the wall of the shed, and then I wouldn't be able to use it because it wouldn't pull forwards. And I would have to reset the game in order to use it. So that was less than ideal. But, yeah. Now, see, this is not. You will see that actually, you know what? I'm going to get around here. The fields look horrible as far as what we're doing here is concerned. What? Don't do that. There we go. Is there an unfold? Put the lid on. Turn it on. Okay, this is a bit weird. Why is this not working? Ah! Okay. So on my joystick, the fill a piece of equipment button is the same as the turn it on button. So I have to press the shift key to actually get it to do the spreading if I've already filled it this session. Still got a good working width, and we are not going through this very fast. The lime spreading is a lot better than it has been. That's part of the patch on what's it called? Precision farming. They did some improvements to the lime spreading logic. It does, yeah, it's still patchy, but it's better than it was. Sadly, it doesn't work with the liquid lime, because that would be awesome. I did try using liquid lime on, what was it, Moss Valley, and it was good. And then I added precision farming, and then that didn't work. But there were a lot of other issues with Moss Valley, so that kind of failed. Okay. I don't know, the graphics say I'm missing bits, like in that corner there, but the map seems to indicate that we're good. Not a problem. Oops, that one. So how are we doing? We really haven't used a lot of lime here. I think for a lot of this, my fields do actually look quite good for pH. Of course, we could jump out and actually get a closer look on this. So the visual spread area is a lot bigger than the ground cover area. However, see, it looks like I missed a bit there, but on the map it doesn't. So kind of not bothered about that, I guess. Oh, so some other interesting news this week. Amazon have greenlit Stargate Universe stuff. So Stargate Universe, SG-1, Atlantis, no idea entirely what the primary thing they're concentrating on is going to be. But they have brought people who were involved in Stargate SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, and Stargate Universe to the production team of their new series. And these guys all had plans for if SG-1 had gone 11 seasons, what was going to happen then, if Atlantis had gone a season or two more, what the goal was, and additionally Stargate Universe. So they had all the stories in their heads. So potentially we'll see a pickup of the Stargate Universe from where we left off, plus a few years, which could be a bit of fun. And since they've got the original production team, there is a good chance that whatever they end up producing is going to be liked by the existing fans. Their declaration is, we are going to... we want to retain our existing fans. So they're not going to come out and say, oh, existing fans are stupid because they think the new stories suck because we've completely changed the premise of the universe, which a lot of other shows have done. I might do this one. You know, things like a lot of the recent Star Trek has been, well, we've brought on a new production team. They don't know anything about Star Trek, but they have their ideas on what they want their audience to be. And when the fans come out and say, you're not making Star Trek here, they just say, well, you don't know what's good for you. You need to like our stuff. Or you're stupid. And it's sort of, okay, I'm stupid. I'm not going to watch your stuff because you're obviously not writing it for me. But the declarations over Stargate have been, we want to retain our audience. We don't want you to have to have watched the 300 episodes of the various Stargate Universe stuff that's around there. You can pick it up from the new series. So that's another benefit, is they're actually, they're going with the, there is no requirement to go through the back catalogue. But it's on Amazon, so, you know, they have huge back catalogues. I think they've just dropped all of the Stargate shows back on their streaming network. So, and is that Fussy Jane or Lussy Jane? Good day. Welcome to Saturday on Alma, Missouri. So, yeah, so Stargate might be a thing. It sounds like they're looking at the new streaming format. So it's going to be 8 episodes to a season rather than the 20-odd. There are one mod. Not sure what you're telling me. Have I over... Oh, I've got weird dirt on these fields, so yeah. We're going to get some interesting coverage as we move around here. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. No worries. So, welcome, friend of Miss Murphy. But with an eight episode season for a streaming show, there's still two ways of doing it. They either do a sort of separate story, eight separate 1 hour stories for a season, or the other alternative is they have an overarching main story. So we might get to see sort of an 8 episode long story. Kind of like things like Reacher or what else? If you watch NCIS, Ziva and Tony and Ziva, whatever it was, that was a one story for the entire season. As opposed to Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which is episodic. So one story doesn't necessarily link to the next one. Although I noticed on the last season of Strange New Worlds, they did sort of tie it all together in the last episode. So it had the appearance that, you know, none of the episodes were particularly related, but right at the end they did just turn off. Don't need to be spraying lime in the ditch. That's probably bad, and we'll probably get some government agency on my back for spreading chemicals in a watercourse. Okay. Okay. That's my tea gone. Just figured I should probably drink that before it gets cold. And it's right on the border of being cold. Ah. Yes, we have emotes. Actually, this field looks quite good, all things considered. We are actually, yeah. This field actually looks close to perfect for most of it. This field we bought last year, so it wasn't entirely pristine when we harvested it. Can't remember whether I bought it with crop in it or not. It's been so long ago. We also own that ploughed field up ahead, which we bought after the crop had been cleared from it. So that it has been ploughed. I don't know that I have. Oh, actually, that's a good question. because we grow corn, we grow sugar beets, we do have some of our fields will need to be ploughed or subsoiled to improve the dirt quality. But most of our fields, we have things like sorghum, soybeans, they're all fine. Just have to replenish the pH, so we could look at that now. Soil types, yes. So pH, that field got done, that field kind of needs to be renewed soon. Nitrogen is just horrible, but that might be okay. We can't do anything about the nitrogen until we put stuff in the dirt. How's my... actually, seriously, we're not going through a lot of lime here. I might completely have over-purchased. I wonder... don't know that I've got lime contracts. There's a lime contract mod. There's a bunch of extra mods for contracts, so you can spread lime, you can mulch, and you can roll. Now, that's not always... there was a bug with the lime spreading one where you would get a contract to spread lime, then you would get a contract to cultivate the ground, and then you would get a contract to spread lime, and then you would get a contract to cultivate the ground. And I think it took them about 3 or 4 months to fix that particular mod back in FarmSim 23. I haven't bothered adding any of the specialized contract additional contract mods for now. And really, there are so many contracts on this map. They pay incredible amounts of money. It's one of the ways I make a lot of money on this map is just doing the contracts. Okay, which way do we go? We go up and down, north, south. Good to know. Let's, I'm going to turn on this one. Which isn't very big. Turn it on. We do that bit. Oh, actually, we're probably heading all the way north. Well, that's unfortunate. I was thinking I would head north until this row ended and then do the little bit that was on our left down at the south end of the field, but that's not going to happen. We'll just keep going.